What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. Today I wanted to react to the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. By now, I'm sure most people have heard about the fight. It was on Netflix. And I came across this on the internet, and it was Fat Joe. And he gave an interesting perspective on the whole fight. And I want to add my 2 cents. So let's get into it.
I am Mike Tyson is 58 years old. One of the greatest fighters in the world. We love him. We love him. We're gonna love him till we die. My Uncle Feo we all love him. Everybody loves Iron Mike Tyson, right? But he's had a fucked up past. And they stole all his money, guys. They stole all his money.
I think Mike Tyson made like close to, was it 500 million or 800 million in his boxing career. And like I said, he had a lot of, he didn't have a lot of good people around him. A lot of people stole a lot of money. He was super generous and looked out for a lot of people. And they definitely didn't return the favor. So we got to all, keep this in mind and keep this in perspective when we think about why Mike Tyson at 58 years old would take a fight like this.
He's 58 years old. Do we think if he was a billionaire and he had crazy money, he would be fighting somebody at 58? No. I've been hearing all the talk. Everybody saying, yo, the fight, it wasn't Mike. He's 58 years old. 2 years from 60. When I was a kid, my Uncle Angel came to visit my mother, and I was just a kid sitting on the benches in Forest Projects. And I asked my uncle, what's your age, Uncle Angel? He told me 40. When I tell you I thought he was a dinosaur, at 40 he looked like Benjamin Franklin to me, or Thomas Edison, right?
But yeah, exactly. We definitely got to take into account, like I said, Mike Tyson is 58 years old, 2 years from 60. I mean, he's essentially, a senior citizen. I think a lot of people, we saw some of the sparring videos of Mike leading up to the fight, and, he was looking sharp. He was looking good. But again, we talking about he's still 60. I mean, Jake Paul, even though he is a YouTuber, he's been professionally training for some time now in the boxing ring, and he is 27 years old. So he's at his peak. Again, we got to keep this all in mind going into this fight.
And so, 58 years old. I was talking to everybody. Pat Pooch, you too. I was talking to everybody, and they was talking about how they going to blow the bag and they're going to bet it all on Mike. And I was like, listen, nobody worships Iron Mike Tyson like me. Trust me. But be careful, the man 58.
Yeah, I knew from the jump. You got to understand, like I said, Jake Paul has been doing these kind of, celebrity-based fights for some time now. Again, he's not going to take a fight where he's going to take a major L. Because you got to understand something. He wants to continue to be able to make, this is his new thing. This is how he's getting a major cash influx. I think he got $40 million for that fight with Tyson. So you got to understand, Mike Tyson wasn't going to go in there and get knocked out. This was probably already, might have been a little bit of staged, might have been a little bit fixed. And, mixed with a combination of Mike Tyson is just almost 60 years old. So, I mean, it's only so much he can do at that age.
He's 58. So everybody kept, 19 out of 20 people told me they betting on Mike. I was like, whoa. Right? Now, I'm happy Mike ain't get hurt. I'm happy Mike ain't get knocked out. I'm really happy that Iron Mike Tyson, 58 years old, might have took home $30 million last night.
salute. Like I said, I think a lot of people don't understand. Like I said, I don't think Mike Tyson is broke. I don't think he's in a situation where he can't pay his bills. But again, he's 60 years old. No one, he's been fighting and training and going through a lot of trials and tribulations all his life. He probably tired, man. He probably tired. He probably don't want to have to do these little petty little things, make 10,000 here, 20,000 here, 30,000 here. I mean, this was an opportunity he had to, like I said, make 20, $30 million for one night. And one night, what was it, 8 2-minute rounds? Where he can make 20, $30 million. Now he got a nice lump sum of cash. And now he could probably work half the amount of time prior to this fight. I mean, honestly, as much as a lot of people criticize Jake Paul and say, oh, you fight people past their prime and, you don't want to fight any real fighters. I mean, honestly, he kind of looked out for Mike Tyson in this situation and really allowed Mike to get a real big bag towards the end of his career.
Now here's the jewel. Here's the one. You ready for the yesterday's price is not today's price? Are you ready for the one and only liner? Like, are you ready for the yesterday's price? The jewel of this whole fight, the moment, the thing, Tyson's Muslim, so let's say Allah, me, it's God. The moment that we all had to learn, because I and Mike Tyson been through some shit his whole life in front of us. A lot of you guys, I don't know your business. We know Mike Tyson's whole business. Everything about him, he done lived it since he was a kid in front of us. You know how crazy that shit is? He got a divorce. He got locked up. If he got this, if he got niggas, we've been in his business so fucking long. Am I correct or not? Fire signs if you want me to finish this.
Fat Joe really dropping jewels right now.
Because I'm on date night. Okay? And so, the moment you have to learn from the Mike Tyson fight is, throughout his life, he's had so many people who have had their hand out, that have been in his pocket, pimps, hustlers, you name them. Every time we seen Mike Tyson, he had 20 guys. What do you think they do at the end of the fight? They all need 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. The gem of the night was I and Mike Tyson finally walked in the ring by himself. Listen. The fact that he walked in the ring by himself means he's finally getting all his money.
Facts. Like I said, he really broke it down into a elementary level. Again, like I said, Mike Tyson had a lot of people around him that did not mean him well. And like I said, stole a lot of his money that he made during his boxing career. Last night, he was able to walk into that ring, or 2 nights ago, I think it was Friday, was the fight. And he walked in there by himself, left the ring by himself, and now he's going to be able to take that $20, $30 million and ain't got to worry about all the extra handouts.
At 58 years old, he realized, I got to get these people up out of here. God gave me a miracle, a frisbee. That's a miracle. That's a frisbee. And God blessed Jake Paul. God bless him for putting that money in Iron Mike Tyson's pocket.
Facts. Like I said, I mentioned it before. Like I said, a lot of people look at Jake Paul, Jake Paul in a negative light, but he definitely showed love to Mike Tyson. Because for Mike Tyson to be 58 years old and to get a $20, $30 million fight for 8 rounds, 2 minutes apiece, that's a major blessing. And it's really a downright, it's a miracle. I mean, and that's just facts.
Of course, Mike Tyson is a better champ. Of course, Mike Tyson is one of the most. Mike Tyson is famous like Michael Jackson. Iron Mike Tyson. That name is like that. I'm not saying more than Michael Jackson. I'm just saying his name is iconic like that. In Saudi Arabia, in Africa, in Asia, in South America. They know I am Mike Tyson. So, I see somebody like a Magic Johnson who I worship and I love. Love him. Super legend. Love him to death. Love everything he stands for. Love his whole family. But Magic Johnson says, yo, I don't want to see Mike like this. He's older. He can't fight like I.
Pause it. But what Magic Johnson has to understand is, Magic Johnson is worth what, a billion or two? I mean, he's not in the same, financial position as a Magic Johnson. Like I said, I'm sure if Mike Tyson was sitting on $500 million, he wouldn't be taking this fight. But like I said, his money, he's not broke, but his money is not fully secure like a Magic Johnson. So I mean, that's how Magic, you gotta change the lens that you look at this thing through. And also another example, you don't even have to be a celebrity to learn a lot from this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Because I mean, a lot of people in their regular, ordinary lives got a lot of people around them that don't mean them no good. Especially if you're doing halfway decent in life, you got people around you that they just want to take from you. Take, and then when you don't have no more, you down on your luck, they ghost. So like I said, man, a lot of people we could really take this Mike Tyson, his whole career, as a learning lesson. And I mean, and apply the things that where he went left, we could take those things and see how we can make those adjustments in our own life. And the first thing you got to do is you got to get people who ain't about nothing, no matter if it's loved ones, close friends. If you want a trajectory and you going up and they not about nothing, you got to get away from them people, man.
Turning this off. It's not his fault, but Magic Johnson is also a billionaire. So a lot of times, yeah, artists, we love to sing, we love to be, a lot of us, because I like fucking with my fans and I love being active and doing shows. But a lot of us are outside because we have to work and pay our family, and that's our job.
Facts. Again, a lot of these entertainers are just highly paid employees. Like I said, they may go out and be able to make 30, 40, 50,000 plus a night. And as regular people, we like, man, if I could make 30, 40, $50,000 in a night, I wouldn't have no stress. But again, you got to understand their lifestyle is a lot bigger. The houses, the cars, the people that they take care of, it's a lot bigger. A lot of them guys, when they, not even guys, male and female, when they get 50, 60, 70 years old, do you really think they want to be performing, going on tour, city to city, night after night? The type of toll that takes on your body? You don't get to see your family? Of course not. But they do it because you got to pay the bills. You got to, you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle and you got to maintain that lifestyle. Again, a lot of these artists don't sign good record contracts, so like it's not like they get any residual from their works. They don't own none of their masters. So the only way they really could generate revenue is by touring.
Some of the people that got the super big money, that's why we don't see them so much, because they don't have to work as much. They can stay home, chill with their loved ones, raise kids. But when you see stars 80 years old and all that performing, yeah, they love it. Yeah, they get to reunite and live old memories, but not, you know, if they had the opportunity. You know, my brother T.I. just caught a lawsuit and said he ain't performing no more. Caught like 70 million, hallelujah.
Facts. T.I. got that lawsuit from that I think it was the Dolls, the copyright infringement lawsuit, him and Tiny. First thing he said is, I ain't performing no more. I quit. I retired. Them guys really don't want to be going from city to city, night after night, 40, 50, 60 years old. They're not trying to do that no more, but they do it because they have to.
Say, yo, you know what, guys? You know, but I and Mike Tyson at 58 years old had to fight 8 rounds. And I gotta respect Jake Paul, because not only did he give Iron Mike Tyson that bag, I sincerely believe he wasn't trying to embarrass him either, you know. And you know, we seen a lot of fighters fight their idol. Look, Kobe, rest in peace. Jordan came back with number 45, and Kobe made sure he got MVP that game. As much as he worshiped Michael Jordan, Kobe gave him that little bit of work. A lot of guys, you know, even though they idolize you, they try to give you that work. Shout out my sister Mary J. Blige, got a new album out, I'm on there. That's why every time, guys, I get on the mic or I do a song, I could do it with the littlest artist in the world and the biggest. I never take the easy way out. I do what I think is my best. And if you got to hear it, I gave it my best. Some days I could see shit. Some days when I'm rapping, I can see shit in a different type of way. Like, so I talk that shit like in a legend way. And then some days it's just, you know, I analyze my career. I know I'm going somewhere else with this, right? But I analyze my career.
Like I said, shout out to Jake Paul, shout out to Mike Tyson. I thought this was a good Instagram live from Fat Joe, and he gave an interesting perspective on the whole fight. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you think Mike Tyson was actually going to win the fight? Do you think he was, too old to be fighting? Would you get in the ring for 8 rounds? 8 rounds for 2 minutes if you was Mike Tyson for $20 or $30 million? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.